Okay, okay. Here we go. I'm gonna add some stuff here. Oh, back. I hope that everyone that comes in here enjoys this live stream that we're doing. Today's a Throwback Thursday, getting started with Fitness Edition. And I'd love to share with you guys. And if you guys want to join and pitch in and tell me some stuff that you experienced or went through, getting started with fitness. Ooh, that's not DD. Okay. So, what's up, boy? It's your boy, a guy named Ty, reporting live from my house. And today, it's Throwback Thursday, and I'd love to throw way back to when I first got started with my fitness journey. This is when I was about 14 years old. I want to share about a little bit of the struggles, a little bit of the successes, wins, losses, etc. that I had experienced, and I hope that y'all's get some value out of me sharing that. Now, when I first started exercising fitness, it was because I saw this movie called District 13, and they were doing parkour, and I thought that parkour was the absolute coolest thing on the planet. Nothing else had mattered. I'm like, yo, parkour is the greatest. I want to learn how to do this sport. I want to get into it. I think it's going to be something that's going to be super valuable for me in the future. But just, I thought it was cool. This is when watching those videos on YouTube, seeing people like doing wingsuit stuff and jumping stilts and all that weirdness on YouTube. I loved watching those videos, and they inspired me to get into parkour. Now, I was so skinny. I was so weak. I did not know where to start or how to do. Oh no. I did not know how to do anything in the slightest. So I looked at a lot of different videos and ended up following bar stars and a lot of the calisthenic groups on YouTube, watching their videos religiously. Nothing else mattered to me. Every morning I'd get up at 8 a.m., go to the park, do as many pull-ups as I could, do as many dips as I could, whether I'm doing dips on the bench or they had these spots that you could walk up into the jungle gym that would have bars. I'd be doing dips on those, pull-ups on the monkey bars, push-ups as many as I could till I couldn't do any more. Burpees, even though I hated them because I saw that people were doing them as cardio, squats, etc. And I would do this every single day. 8 in the morning, get up, go to the park, train as hard as I can, go home. Now, something that's interesting that happens in my life often is anytime I'm like, I really wish that there was whatever sort of resource there, somehow it ends up happening. For example, when I was 14, I was like, I really wish there was like a music program in my neighborhood. And then a couple months later, they started a music program, which was the coolest thing. I love calisthenics too. Thanks for sharing. But switching over to calisthenics and working out, as I was getting more into it, I didn't have a community. I didn't have anyone to train with. I was just doing it by myself. And I'm like, I really wish that there was like some sort of calisthenic thing or workout thing here that I could be a part of a community. And it's crazy that the community center, I was living in Chesterlee at the time in Toronto, some folks at the community center started up a group for the youth in the area to work out and train. Just so happens that it was a calisthenic company that came in to teach us a bunch of stuff. And they brought their pull-up bar. They brought dip, like this really cool dip thing that folds down flat. Now, actually, now that I'm remembering it, I kind of want to find one for myself because I'm looking for some new equipment, and it's like a whole dip station that just folds completely flat, which was so genius. And I think it's going to be a great addition to the gym and to the equipment Bible that I'm putting out, so that any of you building out your your first gym bag or your first home gym. You'll have a lot of tools to look at, but they brought these things, and then we were doing it twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday, going to this place to do these moves, learn things, progress, do it with other people, develop ourselves with other people, and seeing where we can go from there and how we could push ourselves and push each other. I remember when I used to just do like, 10 pull-ups, 12 pull-ups, like 3 rounds, call it a day. But once this group started, me and the guys in the neighborhood actually started to build bonds together. We started to challenge each other. We started to push each other and say, hey, I can do more than you. Oh yeah, prove it. And to keep on outpacing one another over and over again. It was really, really interesting and exciting to see that happen and to experience that. And to see the growth that happened. Some of my before and after pictures that I share often are from close to when I was like 16. I think this is back when I was about like 16, 17 that they actually started coming into the neighborhood and teaching us these things. But being able to explore calisthenics with people that were experts and try these crazy new moves. Like I have this one picture online where it's like I got up into a muscle up position and I have someone hanging off my legs and I'm doing dips at the top of the muscle up, which was really awesome. I wish I had a video of it, but I just have pictures. But I believe it was from like February, January, all the way up until summertime. We trained 2 times a week with these guys, and we got ripped. We got ripped. I could see all of the individual striations in my shoulders. My abs were popping. I'm learning how to do really cool movements, muscle ups, etc. Fast forward a little bit, I ended up moving to a different place. But I still had the same regimen for myself. Now, I was homeschooled, so I got to create my schedule, follow the schedule and regimen that I put out for myself. So every day, 8 a.m., I'm working out. I'm going to the park. I jog. I run to the park. Once I'm there, hop on the bars, start working out. Bar stars for life. And even with that, like when I moved, get back to that story. When I moved and continued this regimen, I met a bunch of guys that were in the army. Like 3 or 4 guys that were in the army and they weren't currently on duty, so they're just here doing their thing. But they brought their TRX, they brought and their resistance bands to the park, and they would work out. And when I started seeing them there every single day, I started training with them. I started getting tools and things and learning from them on how to progress even further. Even one of the things that I had said to one of my friends, my friend Dana, he's a really awesome guy. If you guys, he's currently working on a play called Reefer Madness, and y'all should check that out. And I'll put some information. I'll tag him somewhere. But I remember working out with my friend Dana. I told him, when you work out and you develop yourselves, as you're building muscle, it's like building armor. It's like feeling armor on your body. When I have my traps are engaged, it feels like I got a big old thick plate of armor there. My chest is pumped. It feels like I'm building up this thing, this protective layer all over my body, which is really cool. And I learned that concept from these guys that were in the army. And that has sat with me for years. Even now, I don't necessarily think of my muscles as muscles. I think of my muscles as like this piece of metal that's in here that I'm forging, that I'm shaping, that I'm developing. When I'm working out, a lot of people say have that mind-muscle connection, which is important. But I imagine it's like this is a piece of a tool that you're molding the way you want. You want that metal to be stronger. You want that metal to be more dense, more powerful, so that as it's doing things, it has more function, more protection for you and stuff. But that's something that they shared with me and was a really cool thing. Especially as I was a little nerdy kid. Like I was playing World of Warcraft and leveling up my characters, Night Elf Druid all day, and having that kind of concept of them sharing that with me was like me increasing my character's skills, but in real life, which I found like the most exciting thing ever. So calisthenics was my bread and butter, and really, really pushed me. Even throughout all of college, all I cared about was calisthenics. Really, even now, calisthenics, I still love it. That's why the next couple of posts that they'll see on my page for fitness is actually for planche training. And if you want to learn how to do a planche and you follow, it's going to be across over a month. I'm going to post one movement a week. And those movements are going to help you develop your planche. So keep your eye out for the posts on my feed for those workouts. They're coming up soon. Not in this next week. I got a couple other ones for you guys coming before that, but it's coming. And like calisthenics is just like, it's my life. It was a thing that got me into fitness. Because I always wanted to be good at parkour. I always wanted to be able to manage my own body weight so I had more strength and more freedom in that. You see, I imagined having control over myself as freedom. I don't know if any of you guys watch One Piece. I love One Piece. It's like my favorite anime. And I think it's my favorite anime because Luffy, the main character, his whole thing is just about being free. His whole thing is about exploration. His whole thing is about being limitless, bound by nothing, except the bonds you choose to have with your friends and those that you're growing and building with, you know? So those are the things that got me started. Those are things that got my mind thinking of like what I could do, how I could build, where I could go, how I can grow myself. And at least that's just a little bit of my throwback Thursday. It's kind of nice to like actually remember what got me started. Like I know that my mom, yeah, exactly, MTV King of the Pirates. Like my mom was like she used to run track and was an awesome swimmer. My dad was like a bodybuilder, so I know I had fitness in my life growing up. I saw those things. They were the norm to me. But they didn't pique my interest until I found parkour, until I realized that working out is like playing World of Warcraft and leveling up your character, until I realized the freedom that I got from being Luffy, from having mastery of my own body, and finding that it's like I had an amazing community behind me. Everywhere I go, when you meet at least now it's becoming more common, but before, when you met other people that were into calisthenics, you were a select few. And even now, we still are. It's the calisthenic community is growing by far. Yes, it's growing really quickly, but compared to the bodybuilding community, compared to the powerlifting community, compared to other communities, where it's still a smaller community. When you find that other person that's like, yo, I want to learn how to do muscle ups, I want to learn this and that, it's like you immediately connect in a different way, you know, which I think is always awesome and is always gonna have a place in my heart, like, you know, as I continue my own fitness journey. But yeah, I'd love to know some of how you guys got started with your fitness journeys. Not in this live stream, as much as I'd love to see in this live stream. I'm gonna post this afterwards as, oh, we got another guest. It's like a Mr. Rogers house. The first live stream I did, I had to cut it short because we had another person at the door, but we're almost done. But I'm gonna post this as an IGTV video. And I'd love to know how you guys got started on your fitness journeys. What things inspired you? How you navigated? What things got you excited? Did you think about World of Warcraft or some sort of video game as you're leveling yourself up? Did you think of like your favorite anime, your favorite TV show characters as you're doing your training? What things got you amped? What things got you rolling? You know? But that's pretty much it for my my Throwback Thursday for today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be back on for another day, and we're going to talk about some Fitness Friday, maybe Foodie Friday. Maybe I bring back Cooking with Ty. Maybe. I know that you guys like that stuff, but we'll see. Maybe you guys comment that. We'll see what we do for tomorrow. Anywho, I hope that you have a good day. I hope the audio is better because I got my lav mic on. I was hoping I can increase the production just a little bit. But yeah, have a great day, y'all, and thank you for joining me for my live stream. Peace. Oh, and this time I know how to turn it off. I was a beast in these streets from an age of 3. I'm going so deep like these dungarees or dungaroos. I'm hopping like the king. Hey guys, I'm back because I realized I forgot to do something very important. Remember,
grab the total ebook upgrade. Right now we have the Release the Beanies campaign to help get 100 hats on 100 heads, and we're now accepting people into the Lean Beast and the Lean Leopard program. The Lean Beast is for men to train at home. The Lean Leopard is for women to train at home or in the gym. Both of them are for at home or in the gym. Okay, so make sure that you check the link either down below this video or above it, and you can get yourself signed up. I know that for this week, for Black Friday, we have 40% off all of our programs. So make sure that you save some money this holiday season and get yourself the Lean Beast and Lean Leopard programs. Okay, that's it. Peace.
I'm breaking rules and dropping dudes and dropping fools, and swear to God, I am off the news. I'm into your mind, but I'm off of school.